In the first season of NCIS, Sydney, the show introduced a promising dynamic between characters Evie and Deshawn, hinting at a potential slow-burn romance similar to those seen in the NCIS franchise. Their flirtation and developing relationship suggest that Season 2 might continue this tradition of long-building romantic tension. Historically, the NCIS series has successfully incorporated slow-burn romances, such as Tony and Ziva's iconic storyline, which adds depth and drama. With Evie and Deshawn's relationship potentially growing, the new season could explore the risks and complications that come with such relationships in high-stakes environments, adding both excitement and tension to the series. NCIS, Sydney Season 2 makes me hopeful that a 20-year-old NCIS tradition will return. The first season of NCIS, Sydney was filled with classic procedural episodes, but it also left hints that a popular NCIS romance tradition might return in Season 2. While NCIS does not focus on romance, the interpersonal relationships in the show are a major part of what makes the series so good. The show and its spin-offs have also featured several romantic relationships among its team members and, from the looks of it, NCIS, Sydney Season 2 will continue this trend. The 8-episode NCIS, Sydney Season 1 introduced a combined unit between the Australian Police Force and NCIS and has shown how the two sides of the team often clash as they get used to each other. The show also featured budding platonic relationships among its teammates and a budding romantic relationship between Evie and Deshawn that will hopefully continue a trend that NCIS first introduced 20 years ago. Either way, I am excited to see how NCIS, Sydney Season 2 navigates this potential couple. NCIS, Sydney's Deshawn and Evie could be a slow-burn relationship. Deshawn and Evie's flirtation already hints at a slow-burn relationship. NCIS, Sydney Season 1 shows Evie and Deshawn casually flirting as their relationship as partners slowly builds. Towards the end of the season, it is clear that they have developed a deep and trusting relationship, perhaps one that was moving into romance. Episode 7, Bunker Down, reveals that Evie had created a voice note for Deshawn if she, Mackie, and Blue could not escape the bunker before they ran out of oxygen. However, Evie deletes the voice note shortly after they are saved, showing that she is conscious of her feelings and how they might change their relationship. While I was a bit sad that Evie deleted the voice note, maybe it means that she is just not ready to reveal her feelings. Her actions also give proof that Evie and Deshawn could become a slow-burn relationship. While Evie's voice note was not a dying love confession, it was the only message that she made, and it was specifically for Deshawn. This, in combination with her and Deshawn's flirty conversations, hints at a bigger romance in the seasons to come. NCIS's most prominent couples have been slow burns. Tony and Ziva set the precedent for slow-burn relationships 20 years ago. Evie and Deshawn would not be the first slow-burn couple in the NCIS franchise. NCIS first set the precedent for slow-burn relationships in Season 3 when Ziva was introduced to the main cast and her and Tony's long will-they-won't-they relationship began. Tony and Ziva's romance was particularly noteworthy as it took 15 years for the couple to finally be together after a series of plot twists and secrets. The couple is so prominent in the franchise's history that their story is continuing in the NCIS spin-off, NCIS, Tony and Ziva. The prospect that Evie and Deshawn could be another NCIS slow-burn relationship excites me because it is one of the best ways the show has added tension to its already tense episodes. NCIS followed Tony and Ziva's relationship with another slow-burn relationship between Nick and Ellie. The couple met in Season 14 and while they never officially got together, their slow-burn romance continued until Season 18, when Ellie left the show. Fortunately, the two of them were able to have a proper ending and say goodbye before Ellie left the team. The prospect that Evie and Deshawn could be another NCIS slow-burn relationship excites me because it is one of the best ways the show has added tension to its already tense episodes. What Deshawn and Evie's relationship would mean for NCIS, Sydney Season 2. A new relationship adds risks to the team. Deshawn and Evie's growing relationship could cause problems in NCIS, Sydney Season 2. Romances open people up to vulnerability, a trait that is dangerous in Deshawn's and Evie's line of work. Trust is important, but vulnerability can lead to leverage in the wrong hands. The NCIS, Sydney Season 1 ending showed just how wrong things can go when characters are vulnerable, as the finale revealed JD's son was kidnapped as leverage for Anna's release. If Deshawn and Evie's relationship deepens, they will be opening themselves up to the risk of losing a loved one. A potential relationship between the two characters could also lead to Deshawn and Evie forming too strong attachments to one another. This was already shown as a potential problem in Episode 6, Extraction, when Deshawn almost blew Evie's cover as an undercover narcotics police officer. If Season 2 follows Season 1's lead, we might see how their growing relationship could bring problems for their team and their cases. Either way, I am hopeful that Season 2 of NCIS, Sydney will continue the NCIS slow burn trend as it adds so much excitement to the franchise. The series just needs to do it right.